Okay, so Larsey and I are going to go on a little mommy-daughter date. We're gonna go for a walk and get a couple new pics for her Instagram, and I'm gonna take you along with us. Are you excited to go for a walk? Are we gonna go for a walk? Are you so excited? Oh my goodness, okay, let's go. First things first, we gotta roll down the windows for some sniffies. Right, ready, Pee-wee? Let's roll. Tomorrow, we will have been in our house, well, have owned our house for a year. We didn't actually move in until Halloween, but that is so freaking crazy to me that we've been in our house for a year already. So I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me some questions to answer about our first year of being in our home. And one of the questions that you guys asked was, how has owning a home changed since you got a dog? We bought it in October, got Larsey early December, so really it was only a couple weeks that we were in our house before we got a dog. So I really don't remember much about our house pre-dog, but I will tell you, our house is pretty small. Like, it definitely is not our forever home. It never was like planned to be our forever home, but the bigger that Larsey gets, the smaller our house feels. Another question is, what was the hardest thing about finding a house to buy? The hardest thing about finding a house to buy is debating between, do we want to like buy our forever home now, or do we buy something to get some equity in, live there for a couple years, and then buy our forever home. And just like going back and forth on that decision and trying to find something that kind of checked off all of our boxes was really difficult. But now that we've been in the house for a year, I think a lot. I'm like, God, I wish we would have waited. Am I happy that we purchased our house now? And like, I still look at houses all the time, which is how I personally know that it definitely is not our forever home. Like, there's still rooms in our house that I haven't even totally unboxed, so that's still another sign that it's definitely not a house I feel extremely attached to. But yeah, no, I'm happy that we bought our house when we did so that we have some equity in it, and I'm also happy that we purchased our house when we did, because I look at houses still all the time, and I have not found a house that I like more than ours that we did buy. Another question was, how many bedrooms do we have? We have 3 bedrooms and a loft, so kind of like 3.5. The question was, how long did it take you to save up money to buy a house? I'm trying to remember. I think we got pre-approved for our house in April. I had just paid off our wedding at the end of December the year before, so it's 2018. And then 2019 hit, and like from January 1, I'm like, I am throwing every bit of extra money I can into savings, and we are going to use that for the house. So we had a couple $1,000s saved like from the wedding, but on top of that, it was just like extra money that I was basically saving from what I made. So like 4 months, really, realistically, it took to save up for our house, which I'm very blessed about. I work a lot, and I worked very hard at like brick and mortar jobs, and now I only have 1 brick and mortar job, and the rest I still work a lot of different jobs, but they're all online, they're all on my own time. What advice would you give to other first-time home buyers? Buy under budget, live below your means. And it's so nice because we haven't really had to change our lifestyle at all. I'm just so glad. Like, my uncle, if you're watching this, he always told me, live below your means. And I'm like, you know what, whatever, we can afford a house much better than this. But no, I'm so glad that we went under budget. So that's my biggest advice. Buy less than what you ever pre-approved for. We just made it to the park, and there are a crap ton of people out. And then once we were ready to get out of the car, I realized that I'm an idiot and I put her easy walk harness on wrong. So I had to fix that real quick. So if you notice that when I'm driving, completely just pretend that didn't happen. But don't worry, I fixed it. So our walk, as usual, usually consists of a lot of sniffies. So whenever we're on our walk and I can tell she wants to go smell something, I'll say, go sniff. And she'll go sniff for a little bit, and then once she's done, I will say, okay, leave it, let's go. And then we go back to our walk. Otherwise, she would literally spend the entire walk just sniffing. And at first, it like drove me nuts and was super frustrating, but then I realized how important sniffing is for them. So we came up with this little plan, and so far it's worked really, really well. This is one of our new favorite walking spots. It is so cute, so pretty, usually not very busy, but I just love taking walks in the fall, especially because of the foliage. It is just so pretty and it just makes my day. And it really seems to make Larsey's day too, because not only does she get to get a lot of sniffies, but she loves the fall because she gets to eat all the leaves. There's leaves everywhere, and this girl, well, you'll see coming up here, she gets so excited over leaves. It is so cute. I mean, look at all these leaves. Anybody? You enjoying this? Leave it. Good girl. Alright, well that concludes our walk, so on the way home I guess I'll answer some more of the questions. What was the hardest part about picking a house? Basically thinking about the things that we had on our wish list, ranking them in priority, because no house is going to have exactly everything that you want. For our house, it's like the exact layout that we wanted in the house. Really love the neighborhood, but it was way smaller, cheaper, which isn't a bad thing, but just way smaller and cheaper than what we were planning to spend. So I would say that, just kind of weighing what is really more important than something else. Another question was, did you save up a lot for buying your house? I mean, we obviously saved up enough for a down payment and closing costs, and then like initial costs after that. So just like buying a lawnmower, buying tools for the house. We got the whole inside of our house repainted before we even moved in, and then we had money in our emergency fund. There's a bunch of little house projects that we did. So yeah, I would say we saved a pretty decent amount. The next question, how long do you plan on staying at your house now that you've been there for a year? When we moved in, we're like, okay, this is like our 5-year plan. So we get some equity into this house, definitely have all of our debt paid off by then from school and stuff. So yeah, initially it was a 5-year plan, and now I'm honestly hoping for like 3 years. I love our house. It's a perfect size for the 2 of us, well, 3 of us, but I just want more room. I don't want neighbors close to us, and I hate The biggest thing I hate about our house, this is another one of the questions, what's the thing you hate the most about your house, is that we don't have sidewalks. I never realized how much I would hate not having a sidewalk until I bought a house and didn't have a sidewalk. Like, I can't stand the fact that if I want to just go out and take Larsey for a walk, I have to walk along the road, which is a pretty busy freaking road, or we have to go drive somewhere. But yeah, so that is the little first year in our house update Q&A, and then just a little day in the life of Larsey and I going for a little cute fall walk, and how excited she gets over a bunch of leaves on the ground. I hope that you enjoyed this kind of random type style video, kind of on the whim. If you do, let me know, because I definitely could make more. This isn't the type of videos that I personally like to watch. I like to have the more like scripted, planned out videos, but if you like the more vloggy type videos, let me know. But yeah, if you're not already, make sure that you're subscribed, hit that red subscribe button, follow us on Instagram, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.